Good.
So hi everyone, thanks so much for coming along tonight. It's really good to see so many of you. So my name is Lindsay Summerlin, and I'm a student here at Glasgow University. I'm in my 4th year and I'm studying English language, and I'm this year's president of SVA. So I got involved with student volunteers abroad as part of the Cambodia project. That was in 2012. Since then I was then the Cambodia coordinator, and then I've moved up to be on the exec board this year. So basically tonight, I'm just going to speak to you a little bit about what SVA is and what you can expect from SVA as a volunteer. And then I'm going to pass over to Ben, who's going to, first Ailey, who's going to speak to you a little bit about the HNC awards that we're going to offer you. It's from the Calvin College, so she's going to talk a little bit about that. And then I'm going to pass you over to Ben, who's going to speak to you about our relationship with Exchange Scotland. And he's going to talk to you a bit about sort of the skills that you'll gain from volunteering with us. And then after that, I'll pass you over to the coordinators from all the different projects, and they'll just run you through the details of the projects which are running through this summer. So, I'm just going to tell you a wee bit about SVA ourselves. So, we're a student-run charity, and we were established in 1998 by 3 students, and since then we've really grown from strength to strength. Last year we sent over 60 students abroad, and some of our previous projects have included projects to Cambodia, Malawi, Manchuria, South Africa and Nepal. So we have 3 main aims. Our first is to work with local organisations on sustainable projects for the relief of poverty. Our second is to promote awareness and education among students of the social and environmental issues that affect the developing world. And our third is to promote cultural links and encourage cultural exchange. So why should you think of SVA when you're thinking of volunteering abroad? Well, we're a small student-run association and we're a non-profit, and as such we're very low cost in comparison to all other international volunteering projects. All the money that we fundraise goes towards projects, so because we're all students and we're volunteers, none of the money that you will raise will go towards fees for us or any advertising costs. We fundraise for advertising costs separately. We also evaluate all our projects before we confirm them, and we evaluate them after they've taken place. So we make sure that every year they make a real contribution to the community that they're going to work in. Also, it's a great opportunity to stay involved with society after a project, as all the board members, as I said, are students, and they've all been on projects previous to this with SVA. So it's a really great opportunity to stay involved with the project that you've been on. So what can you expect from SVA as a volunteer? So we have regular socials, both with the board and with volunteers. So it's a really great way to get to know lots of people. We have regular trainings and workshops to fully prepare you before you go on projects. You'll also have weekly meetings with your coordinators and other project members, and this will help you to get through fundraising, and you'll get lots of support from your coordinators. We'll also have a residential, which will be when the majority of your training will take place, and this will be during the weekend of the 28th of March. It's most likely going to be 1 night, and the cost of the accommodation for this will be included in your membership fee for £40. So SVA is also committed to ensuring the volunteers' safety throughout the project when abroad. So we risk assess our projects every year before they're confirmed along with the evaluation, and we also risk assess them with the volunteers before they go on projects. And we take all our advice from the Foreign Commonwealth Office, and we would never send volunteers to a country that's deemed unsafe. So each project has its own target, and this ranges from between £6,000 to £7,000, but coordinators will go on to tell you about this when they're talking about their projects in a minute. So the way this is divided up is the target will be divided into group fundraise and individually fundraise. So some of the money you will fundraise as a group, so you'll do things like bake sales, and you might have a ceilidh or a night in a club, all those kind of things to raise money. And then you'll have your individual fundraisers. So in the past, people have run marathons, and they've held evenings at home for their friends. There's a whole variety of ways that you can fundraise this money, and coordinators and board members are there to support you throughout the year. So the money that's raised will cover all your in-country travel, your food and your accommodation whilst on projects. But what's not covered are your flights, insurance, visas and vaccinations. But it is possible for you to fundraise for this, but you just have to be careful not to use SVA's name and just to specify when you're fundraising what this money is going towards. So as long as when you're fundraising you just say that the money that you're raising is going towards your flights, then that's absolutely fine. And volunteers in the past have managed to fundraise for all of this. So how will it benefit yourselves to become a volunteer with SVA? Well, you'll gain a large range of transferable skills, from communication skills to organisational skills, interpersonal skills, and it's a really great way to enhance your CV. It's an excellent opportunity to learn about a new culture and also get to meet lots of people along the way. We're also offering you the opportunity to gain a qualification this year, which will be in the form of an HNC, which Ailey is going to speak a wee bit about later. And volunteering really can make you stand out for future employees. So when people look at your resume, things like volunteering abroad really does stand out for them. It's a great way to give an example of what you've done. And in the past, we've had volunteers go on to have careers with Oxfam, UNICEF, Their World, Christian Aid and Exchange Scotland. So if you're interested in applying, our application closing date is Wednesday the 26th of November at 12 p.m. and you can go online to our website, which is www.studentvolunteersabroad.org, and you can download our application form there. There's also lots more details about the project, so if you feel like you've missed anything tonight, do go on and have a look. We'll post all these presentations up there shortly. And if you need to get in contact with any of us as well, all our emails are on there, so do feel free to get in touch. If your application form is successful, you'll then be asked to attend a selection day, which will be on Saturday 29th of November or on Sunday the 30th of November. So you'll just be asked to attend one of those. And in the morning we do a workshop, and in the afternoon we have individual interviews.